Hello everybody, this is Cyrus here, back with another video. Today we're going to be reviewing a diecast model in this video, and as you can tell, it is the Cat 24 2D3 skid steer. Is it 24 2D3 skid steer? I don't know for sure. The model does come in a nice metal tin when you buy it, so if the model turns out to not work out as well for you, you can sell it and just keep the tin to put your favorite cookies in if you want to. But what I think you guys are going to find is this is actually a really good model in terms of displaying options. So obviously with most diecast models, it's metal for the most part. You do have these nice rubber tires. At the back, you do have your painted on tail lights, blinkers, and then if you look up top where the vent area above the engine is, you do have a small exhaust pipe right there. Molded in sunroof, as well as a safety window in front of the cab to prevent material from entering. Also, another nice detail I'd like to point out is these two small pinholes. These are meant to be where you would hook up some cables to if you had to pull them, if you had to pull some machines out that were stuck, or if you had to secure the skid steer to a trailer when you're transporting it. So definitely those are a really good attention to detail in my opinion. And although this is a model not for kids, it is not intended to be a static display model. It can be posed in many different positions. You have a really good height. And one thing that's nice about this is the fact that the bucket can be unclipped, and you can put on some other attachments. The operator in the cab is non-removable. This is like this with a few models that diecast masters make. Some people are bothered by this. I'm personally not bothered by it. For the other attachments you have included, just a heads up, you have a wider bucket just to show the width. You can see how this one's wider. A set of pallet forks, and a grapple. So we'll start off by testing out the pallet fork attachment. So just a heads up, you have two metal nubs on these smaller metal pieces below the hook. So those just clip into the rubber mounting plate piece, and then you would just put the hooks over the mounting plate, push it down into place, and then push your attachment on there. So I might need to quickly do this off video. There we go. As for the pallet forks, they do have a metal frame, but they are made out of plastic, but I'm not too bothered by this. And just a quick test with a pallet. Let's lower it a little bit. Slide our pallet forks on. Raise up the pallet forks. Adjust it a little bit. We'll also straighten out our pallet a little bit. And then let's drive off. Bring in another attachment. Lower it down. Back away. And let's get our pallet forks detached. Oh yeah, the skid steer itself is held together with these two screws, so if you want to take the operator out, you could probably do that, but it might be kind of annoying and stuff. So now that we got our pallet forks taken off, let's adjust the mounting plate, get our grapple hooked on. If I can get it on there. Just might need to quickly push it in. And there we go, the grapple's hooked up. So if the grapple, you could easily use this for grabbing onto some logs. Again, the frame part is metal, but the two claws on the grapple are plastic. I don't have any logs with me at the moment, so we'll just test it out with the two pallets I have. So we'll lock down onto those. It's kind of a little hard to grip onto. Maybe if I can get in a position where I can actually get the pallet forks clamped in there. Then we'll just lift up. Okay, let's try it with one pallet. Maybe that, yeah, one pallet works. We got a nice pallet. And then we can drive around carrying this. And then if this was an old pallet you were discarding, since we're handling it with the pallet forks, this is the case. Just let go of the grapples, and boom, the pallet falls out of the grapple. Let's push it back down, straighten it out, and let's just clear all this out of the way. So now it's time for some tests. We'll give a couple realistic loads for the grapple. So let's clear away some mold debris that we have lying around off of a demolition site. Some of it might be a little bit big to fit in the grapple, but we can try and get it in there. There we go. And let's clear this away. We'll bring in a little dump truck to empty the rubble into. There we go. And let's get the last bits of rubble. Well, there's still a little bit in there, so let's try and tilt the pallet forks a little bit more. There. And raise. Get the last of the material fed into the pallet forks. There we go, it's all emptied out of there. Let's just load the last two pieces by hand. Obviously this wouldn't be how it works in real life, but just to save some time here. Drive away. And if you're looking for a more realistic dump truck to display the skid steer with, I recommend checking out the Greenlight SD truck series. They have their Mac Granite. This one's the snowplow version, but they do have a stock standard version of their Mac Granite dump truck. So we'll hook up the much larger bucket this time for this display. The salt spreader in the back is a little bit tall, but I can assure you that if I adjust the camera, the arms will make it over on the stock standard versions of this truck. So you won't need to worry about this being a model that's too small to display with this dump truck. Unfortunately, this snowplow version is the only version of the Greenlight Mac Granite that I have, but if I can find a stock standard version, I'll definitely take some photos and display it and stuff. So that will conclude this video on the Cat 24 or 24 2D3 skid steer loader. I think that this is definitely pretty decent for what you're getting. Detail is pretty straightforward, but the really where it excels is in the functionality. You have 4 additional attachments. It has a good lift height, so if you want to display it loading into a dump truck, that's possible. And the attachments are adjustable, so you do have some other display options. Plus, you also have a nice metal tin that it comes with. So personally, I think you're getting your money's worth for this set. But that does this video. Let me know in the comments what you think of this Diecast Master skid steer loader model. But until then, I'll see you in some more videos very soon. Have a good, safe rest of your day, guys. Bye.